Hey guys, so this is the Orbit's demo. This will help us visualize how Orbit will look like and how the user experience will be like. So currently, what you see is the Orbit's dashboard. So the Orbit has been divided into three separate markets: a lenders market, an over collateralized market, and an under collateralized market. So the dashboard shows overall data about the user specifically, and so basically this shows what the user has been earning and what is his net supply in the lenders market and so on. And this particular graph shows what the user has been earning in the past. So let's take an example of March. The user earned 7.3% APY in March in the lenders market, 8.13 in the over collateralized market, and so on. So let's start with the lenders market. So before starting with the lenders market, I would like to explain why we have made a separate lenders market. The reason for that is that we noticed that the lenders are five times more in number than the borrowers, and also that users generally don't start using a new protocol because they find it real complex, because there are a lot of things going on in it. So why should a lender also see all those complexities? Because he just want to lend. So the lenders market is a super simplified market for a lender. So as you can see, this lender has supplied one ETH and 100 USDC previously, and his net APY is 2.08%. So let's try to supply some more ETH. So as you can see, the ETH supply increased, and it's just a single click UI where you can supply any amount you want. So for the demo's purpose, I have infinite money. So now let's go to the over collateralized market. So the over collateralized market means that the loan's value is has to be less than the collateral's value. So for the demo's purpose, we have kept that limit to 80%. That means that 80% of supplied amount can be borrowed at max. So this user has already done some supplies. So let's try to supply 200 USDC. So as you can see, the supplied amount increased over here, and also the net APY also changed. And as I supplied more, so by net, so my net collateral factor decreased. So also let's try to borrow some more. So yeah, so my net APY decreased and became negative because the borrowed amount's APY overpowered. So yeah, so this is how the over collateralized market will look like. It's also a super simplified UI. So let's start with the under collateralized market. So before going into the depth of under collateral market, I would like to explain how it will work. So for the under collateralized market, it is usually for borrowers. So a borrower will have to supply some funds to the liquidity pool. This is the margin we'll be using. So this same liquidity pool will be used in both the previous markets as well, and the borrower will be able to borrow more amount than he supplied. So this amount will be inside Orbit's smart accounts, and the borrower can use these smart accounts to interact with the different protocols that Orbit is supporting. It can be any kind of smart contract. Uh, uh, Also, this can also include the Orbit second market as well. So let's see how this looks like on the UI level. So the dashboard for the under collateralized market will show all the positions that the user has made in separate protocols that we support. So currently, as you can see, there's no position in Aave, and Compound and Uniswap are coming soon, and different protocols will also be added later. So let's try to create a position in Aave. So firstly, as I said, the borrower will have to supply some funds in Orbit. So let's try to supply, let's say, $1,000. So his net APY is also shown over here. And so now let's try to borrow some assets. So as I said, in the under collateralized market, the borrower can go up to 2x for the demo's purpose. So let's try to borrow like 1900 USDC. So these USDC, as I said, will be inside the user's wallet, and this wallet user can use this wallet's funds user can use in other protocols. So let's try to use this in Aave. So I have 19,000 USDC over here. So let me try to supply 1500 here. So as you can see, the supplied assets also, as I have supplied 1500 USDC, which I borrowed from the under-collateralized market. So, and now my balance is $400 and 400 USDC. So that's how the under-collateralized will be like. Thank you.